TV, 9 p.m. on the East Coast. You're watching The Bumper, and we're recording, streaming to Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube. Our guest standing by, our chat room standing by, and we are ready to start a countdown to Studio 37 Alpha, starting now. Okay, well, good evening and welcome to PJNet.TV. I'm Coach Prasick, and it is the second Wednesday, I believe, of the month. Is it really already the second Wednesday? Is it? It is. Okay. What that means is that good times are on the way, and we have standing by, as you can tell from the decoration in our studio, the queen of summertime fun, beaches, and all things recreational. Lori Hayes joins us on the second Wednesday of every month, and she is in our studio. Lori, I am so glad that we can now talk about some things that we just, for reasons of national security or public health or whatever, we couldn't discuss last week, but PJNet.TV is not the only place that you appear in big media.
That's right. This weekend is a big weekend for me. I'm going to St. Louis for the Christian Product Expo. It's my first one. And I'm meeting my publisher there. And while I'm there, I have a book signing on Saturday morning at Barnes & Noble, which is my dream, and I can't even believe that's coming true. So that's cool.
I'm floored. How many book signings have you done?
Oh, just a couple.
A couple. Now, compare the venue of the couple that you've done to Barnes & Noble. Yeah, I mean, that's not even a scrimmage, the ones you did. That's not even JV.
No, they were just in little bookstores. I had this table and I don't know, had 8 or 10 people show up. But this is at Barnes & Noble. It's I'm so pumped. I just can't even believe it. It was enough just to get my book in the Barnes & Noble near my house, but then to actually go out of town and have a book signing at a different Barnes & Noble. That's cool. And on top of it, St. Louis is my hometown.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
I did not know that.
Yes.
Is St. Louis in Missouri?
Missouri.
Okay.
Yeah. So actually, the Barnes & Noble is in St. Peter's, which is across the river from St. Louis. So you go through St. Charles and there's St. Peter's. So
I thought across the river was in another state, wasn't it? No?
No, you're thinking of Kansas or Kansas City.
Oh, you're right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's cool. And then on Sunday morning, I have an interview on Faith Radio. And I was listening to some of their podcasts, and he said that before COVID, they had 7.9 million weekly listeners. And since COVID, it's about 6.9 or somewhere in between there. So I'm going to pretend that I'm talking to you, my PJNet family.
If they have 6.9, let's just say 7 million, somewhere in there. Okay. When are they going to have you on at 2:30 in the morning, Sunday a.m., or is it going to?
I don't know, because it's not live, I don't believe. So I'm not sure. I'll let you know, though.
Okay, so what are you going to wear for the?
It's not at 2 a.m.
What are you going to wear for the radio interview?
Oh, and then on top of it, I found out they're also doing video.
Oh yeah.
So at first I thought it would be okay if I can do live PJNet, I can do a radio interview. But then they sent me a thing saying that it was going to be video as well.
All right.
So
all right. Well, you're probably going to get some. You got to get a new outfit outfit for St. Louis, don't you? I mean, isn't that just, the retail therapy to help
Yeah.
relax you?
I have I'm wearing dresses most of the time, and I already have them all hanging up on the hook on my closet, ready to go.
Now, when did you say all this adventure begins?
Okay, so this Saturday, and then on Sundays the radio interview, and then on Monday morning at 9 a.m. is I'll be at the CPE, the Christian Product Expo, and I'll be at my publisher's table signing books. So that'll be exciting. So it's going to be a whirlwind of fun, and then on top of it, so I used to go to high school there. I've lived there for like 30 years or something, and so we're going to have a mini reunion at my book signing. How cool is that?
You're living the dream, girl. Do you have to pinch yourself to remind yourself this is actually so?
And it really is all a God thing, because you can just try to do all this stuff yourself, and you can just get nowhere. And then as soon as you put it in God's hands, then it all starts unfolding. It's just really an amazing journey.
Are you driving?
Heck no. No, I'm flying.
Okay, so you'll be by yourself.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and it's only a 2-hour flight, so that's not bad.
Um,
It's like a 15-hour drive from my house.
is that all? You
And
could think of all
no,
think of all the fun
no,
you could have on the way out there, and
by myself.
think of all
No,
the things that could go wrong. Your car could break down. You could,
no. I swore up and down after driving that I would never do that again, and I haven't. It's
Really.
just going through Nashville, or whatever way you decide to go, is just a nightmare with traffic. So, and construction, and you might as well just get on a plane and go and be there in 2 hours and then come back.
Well, yeah, the rental cars, the hotel room, but that's what you live for. That's the part of the excitement, Maybe we should
Yeah.
have a limo pick you up at the airport, and
Can you arrange that for me? You should have told me that before I rented a car.
oh, okay. Well, we were going to do it, but since you've rented a car,
I know.
we'll
Well,
just
I can cancel that car.
maybe next time,
And I still have family there too. So it'll be a high school reunion, a family reunion, and an author fun weekend. So it should be a lot of fun.
How many people do you think will be there for your high school reunion?
Oh, I mean, it's just an informal one. A bunch of people are coming to my book signing. So I don't know,
Maybe they'll
just
buy
a
the
few.
book. Gosh.
What?
Well, enjoy it, Lori, because as we all know, that's part of it. But lurking in the back is another book. So
There's always another book.
does that?
In fact, I have a book coming out in October, and then I finished my proposal for a nonfiction book, and then in the meantime, I'm writing another book similar to what I've been writing. I think I'm going to make it a different series, though. I think it's time to start a new one.
Do you have time
But
for
don't worry, it'll still have wild horses in it.
Yeah, that goes pretty much without saying if it's Lori.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't mount the wild horses video in the background, but
That's okay.
okay. So, I was looking on Facebook the other day, and I see this picture of you at Barnes and Nobles, and there's your book. Now, you just happened to be at Barnes and Noble, right? I mean, and you just happened to see your book there, or were you tipped off a little bit?
Well, okay. There are two answers to that question.
There were two questions.
So, a couple weeks ago, so I think you have to be proactive. I mean, your book doesn't just show up in Barnes and Noble, and I'm just getting real with you. So you do have to be proactive. So I don't know, maybe a month ago, 3 weeks ago, my daughter and I went into Barnes and Noble, and because she wanted to buy a book. And so, of course, I have to go and check out the contemporary romance. And I'm looking, and there's this man behind the counter. And I asked him, well, what does it take to get your book in here? And he said, well, what is your book? So he sat there and he looked it up. And he was asking me about it. He said, I'll carry this. I'll order it right now. And so he did. He ordered a couple of copies of it. So I was tipped off that it was probably in there. But a month went by, 3 weeks went by, and I really kind of forgot about it. And we were having girls' night, and I went up there. It's kind of an outdoor mall type of area, and we were going up there to eat. And I thought, gosh, we parked right next to Barnes and Noble, and we were early. And I thought, hey, let's go in there and see if they ever ordered my book. So she found it first and pointed it out. And, and I'm telling you, it was just the biggest thrill ever. And they didn't have it where just the binder was showing.
Right.
They had it turned so the whole front cover was showing, and then the books behind it. And then, so I asked them, do you want me to sign them? And they were all excited. And they kept going over their little radio. They kept calling, there's an author in the house. There's an author in the house. I'm kind of looking around going, wow, I feel like an imposter, And so I signed them, but they couldn't find one of the books. He said it was displayed somewhere in the store, and he didn't know exactly where it was. So I thought that was kind of cool. And then at the end, the cashier came up to me, and she was asking me for advice to get published and asking me all these questions. And I've never really been in public in that role before. So that was kind of it was kind of neat. I was a little bit embarrassed at first, and I thought, get over yourself. Isn't this what you're wanting?
Yeah.
So, I just stepped up and I thought, okay, I got this. But the whole entire night, there was just this buzzing just going through me. It was really neat.
It's almost surreal.
It is. Yeah.
So the cashiers...
And I can't even imagine what this weekend's going to be like.
Are you going to take any pictures and let us know?
I'm going to have to talk somebody into taking pictures.
Maybe you should take somebody with you just to be your videographer or something. You ever thought about that?
I tried to get my mom to go with me, but she wasn't able to go. So, and I tried to get my kids to go with me, but they just didn't want to. So,
well, if you have to fly, that kind of, it's okay, kind of, if they don't go, because, I don't know, airplane tickets are, but you can use the same rental car, I don't know.
Yeah, in the same room.
So as you're checking out, the cashier starts asking, you're at the cashier for whatever reason?
No, she approached me in the store.
She approached you? Okay.
Yeah.
Because I'm trying to imagine, she's asking for advice to get published, and you're checking out, and there's 4 people behind you. That wasn't the scenario. Okay. What'd you tell her?
So it was in the evening, and it was kind of quiet, and I had approached her and asked her, would you like me to sign my books? And then she called on her thing and said, there's an author in the house. There's an author in the house. And then the manager approached me, and we walked back to my book, and he put this little sticker on it, author signed, and I signed them. And then as I was walking back out, the cashiers are by the front door. She stepped from behind the counter and walked up to me and said, can I ask you some questions? And so it was just surreal, like you said. It was really neat.
I mean, it wasn't that
long. It was really neat seeing my...
Laura, it wasn't that long ago that you were the one asking the questions.
Yeah, I still do. I'll forever ask questions. That's how you learn. But yeah, I mean, it wasn't that long ago, so...
So you just meandered into a Barnes & Noble's and made it known that you were an author. Would they carry the book? They ordered it. They did. It turned into this incredible... surreal. Maybe would it be a good idea to just drive around? There's a Barnes and Nobles. Hey, I think I'll stop in.
Yeah, when I have time. I've really been focused on this weekend. There's just so much to prepare for, but
think that's a
I
good
have
idea.
all of the Barnes and Nobles in the St. Louis area and all the Barnes and Nobles in my area written down, and I plan on contacting every one of them.
I mean, if it's
And
that,
they actually carried my book because I was local. But then the one in St. Louis, I'm pretty sure it was because I'm from there. And maybe they were hoping people will show up. I'm hoping people will show up.
well, have a class reunion. That guarantees, a few people, and some of the people I see on Facebook, some of the people I went to school with, and I think, they are really getting old. You know,
I know, right?
you know, well, you're not there yet, but, and then earlier, it was either late last week or early this week, the girl that sat in front of me, her last name was Pickenpaw. Well, she died. And I thought, really?
Huh.
We're not old, are we? And I just got news today. Well, anyway, you get old, Lori, so enjoy it, okay? The news.
We've lost, I think, 13 people from our class already, and that was a while ago. There are probably people I don't even know about, but
Boy,
that's just mind-boggling.
if I lost 13 people from my class, that would leave 5. There were I graduated.
What?
I graduated in class
we
of 18.
had-
Yeah, there were 18
No,
of
we
us.
had oh my gosh, we had a class of 1,000.
Huh.
But I'm from St. Louis. That's a big area.
Yeah, but how many people do you know that can say I graduated 16th in my class
No.
of 18? Of 18.
That's pretty funny.
And you'll be back Tuesday,
Wednesday.
Wednesday.
Yeah.
And when you get back, how long do you think it'll take you to decompress?
A month.
That's what I think.
But I have to go to work starting on that Monday, so I better decompress pretty quickly.
All right, so you've got Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, kind of.
Well, yeah, Wednesday. Yeah.
Yeah. My goodness. Folks, none of you know that Lori's battery is now standing at 28. Where is it now?
I don't know. I can't tell.
Okay.
It doesn't display on my screen, so it just might pop right off. We don't know.
Yeah, we never know. All right, well, we've got a couple
It was
minutes.
on 48%.
Oh, an abundance of power.
I know. Today was one of those days. I've been on the road since 8 o'clock this morning.
Oh,
And I mean, it was just go, 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 go. I think I had a total of 10 appointments I had to do in some, or places I had to go. And so I came home, I ate something, I took a nap because I was exhausted, and then here I am.
wow. I mowed the grass, if that counts. In 8 feet of snow, barefoot, uphill both ways.
I'm pretty sure it's not snowing where you are.
I promise you, no, it's not. But I think I finally got the Yellow Jackets under control. They keep trying to go back, and so I had to deal with that.
Oh no! Aren't you supposed to put gasoline on them at night or something?
Well, I went to the store to get the stuff, and the guy had kind of an interesting idea. He said, I fill up a bottle, a large bottle with gasoline and stuff it in the hole at night. And I thought, no, I want to cut the top out of a carton so when I pour it in, I don't want it to go glug, 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 glug while I stand there. He said, no,
Yeah.
idiot, stick the thing in the nest and leave it.
Yeah.
I thought, no, that's
Okay.
an interesting idea. You
I thought you
plug
were
the
supposed
hole.
to throw a match in there, but I wouldn't recommend
No, you
that.
don't need to do that. No, just so he
Okay.
said to stick, go at night. He said just cram that bottle into the hole and then leave.
Now, you could call Ben, but if you do that, I want you to videotape it so I can watch it.
Actually, Ben, I did ask Ben, and he said he uses gasoline.
Okay.
Yeah. Anyway, we got 1 minute. Is there anything else you wanted to get in before we have to head out?
No, but if everybody would please pray for me, I'd appreciate it. And I'm going to try really hard not to get nervous. I'm just going to, somebody told me just to enjoy it, and that just put a whole new perspective on it. So I'm just going to go and treat it as I'm having fun.
Make it look easy. I mean,
Okay,
that's
I'll
the
try
challenge. It's one thing to be able to do something, but a leader makes it look easy. So, Lori, we're proud of you. I mean, this is just, I know, a dream
Thank
come
you.
true for you. And so many people
Thank you.
in the chat room are echoing that sentiment. So go say
Thank
hello
you,
to them
everybody.
over there, and we're proud of you. Can't wait to hear the report about this time next month.
Yeah, I appreciate it.
All
And
right.
being on here is the best
It's good
practice you
good
can have.
practice. It is.
Yeah,
It's good
it
practice.
is.
We're
Everybody should do it.
you're now an alumnus of the PJNet.TV media complex, and you could put it on your resume, I guess. But
Oh, it's
Lori,
on my proposal,
oh
believe
yeah,
me.
bless your heart.
Every episode, yeah.
All right.
Or
Well,
program.
we may have a surprise for everybody next month. I'm working on something, but it's geometrically impossible. But I'm still trying.
Yeah.
So maybe we'll
I
have a
know.
surprise. You know,
I can't wait to see that.
we'll see. I don't know if I can do it or not. Well, Lori, thank you, and we can't wait to hear the report. And enjoy yourself. Stay safe. And we're really proud of you, girl. I think her battery just went dead. Can you believe that? What you are looking at is the recently vacuumed and dusted and de-dog-haired PJ Net Eagle's Nest. It was a dog hair nest this morning. Took all day. Oh, wow. What a dream come true. Maybe you're out there thinking, oh, can that happen for me? Yeah, dreams do come true. Couldn't have happened to a nicer person. Well, I'll tell you what. We got an old pro coming along here in a few minutes. Michelle Medlock Adams will be here at the bottom of the hour, and I've got a little work to do between now and then. But I hope you'll not touch that dial. And before I leave here, I challenge you to ask yourself and answer these two questions. What is the boldest thing you've ever done for Jesus Christ? And how long ago was it? Don't be satisfied with either answer.